Laura asks, do you have any advice/tips for someone to stop having high-calorie drinks several times per week from places like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts? And it's a good question because you can be eating healthy home-cooked meals with the best ingredients, but drinking large, sugary, high-fat blended coffee drinks, which will work against your health and weight loss goals. They are addictive because they're an instant fix for a sugar craving. You just drink it from a straw and don't even have to chew to get all of the flavor and deliciousness. It can also easily develop into a reward system in your brain. Like, I had a hard day at work, I deserve a Frappuccino as a treat, or as a quick and easy pick-me-up when you're having a tough day. Breaking those patterns and cycles aren't always easy, but I'm going to give you some suggestions that may be helpful. The first thing is a mindset shift. I want you to look at any positive change you're making as an experiment, meaning failure is feedback. So if you say you're going to give up your sugary lattes and you end up drinking a 20-ounce Starbucks drink by the end of next week, you may think to yourself, that's a failure. But don't beat yourself up. Take the feedback from the failure and keep pressing on toward your healthy goal. It's part of the process. Next, try bringing healthy snacks with you wherever you go. An apple and a banana travel really well. You can keep them in your car, your bag, or at your desk. I know this isn't going to replace a Starbucks drink, and it's not meant to. But if you're hungry, snack on that. You might find that the natural sugar hit from the fresh fruit takes away some of the intensity of the craving. I do this a lot. I find that apples in particular are like a magic junk food craving killer. I've had moments where I just want to go eat half a box of peanut butter cookies, and then I'll eat an apple and the craving is almost completely gone. Try it for yourself and let me know if I'm the only one this works for, because I'd love to know. Something about how long it takes to eat an apple, all the chewing it involves, versus gulping down 500 calories in a drink in 5 to 10 minutes. And if the apple just won't cut it, something else you can do if you're at home is make a smoothie. Making a decadent dessert-like smoothie is a better, healthier option than something you're going to get at Starbucks. So you can use frozen bananas, cocoa powder, a few dates, plant milk, and then just blend it all up into a creamy frozen drink. It's not necessarily a weight loss food, but it's definitely a healthier option. You can even get a fancy cup and straw, and it'll make it feel like more of a special occasion. Okay, back to the apple thing. When you have that intense craving for something and it just feels like nothing is going to stop you from getting that treat, and you just feel like, that's it, it's over, I know I'm going to have it. I'll start on my diet tomorrow. And it feels like one of those days where you just need to give in to the craving. Instead of saying, I'll have the apple instead of the Frappuccino, say to yourself, I'll have the Frappuccino after the apple. And as soon as I eat this apple, then I'm allowing myself to go and get that treat. It's kind of a mind trick that interrupts the craving. By the time you're done eating the apple, your craving may be completely gone. And if not, then just go get yourself the drink, and you may find that you drink a smaller size or have less of whatever treat you're craving because you're not as hungry since you ate that apple and it's full of water and fiber in your stomach. It may seem ridiculous that we need to do this to stay on course with healthy eating, but we are being bombarded with advertisements to indulge in sugary, fattening junk foods nonstop, and they're all around us, readily available for under $10. It's not going to be easy to avoid, ever. It's an everyday challenge we face, but just like rewarding yourself with the Starbucks can become a habit loop, so can eating healthy meals. You can get into such a deep groove and routine of healthy eating that it feels so much easier than it does now. Another thing to try is to make sure you're eating enough at meal times. You might think, oh, I'll eat a salad because that's healthy, but there's not enough calories in the meal to keep you satiated for very long, and then you end up being hungry on your way home from work and your mind tells you to just stop at Starbucks to get a sugary treat because you're hungry and it's a convenient way to get a lot of calories in. Whether it's Frappuccinos or a pizza or ice cream or eating raw cookie dough out of the fridge at midnight, the bigger question here is, I know what to do, but why can't I get myself to do it? There's a book called The Pleasure Trap by Dr. Doug Lisle and Dr. Alan Goldhammer that I highly recommend, and it goes into great detail about this specific struggle. But basically, it's because of the effect of combining salt, sugar, and fat, as well as brain-stimulating chemicals that make these calorie-dense junk foods super addictive. So it's really hard to stay away from them, even though we know they're not healthy. And you add stress and overwhelm and being tired, add all of those things in, and it just makes it even more likely that you're just going to reach for the junk food that is so readily available. I hope this was helpful. Please remember to be kind to yourself during this whole healthy weight loss process, because it really is a big task that you're undertaking. And I hope this was helpful for you. Follow for more, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.